keepers and caretakers. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3, where we've just suffered, well, a pretty severe emotional blow for those of us who are invested in the characters, and certainly not the last one that we'll feel as we process the death of poor Morden. But, you know, that's also a major story mission, which means now we have other options that have opened up for things that we can do. Yay! We have been rewarded for trauma. So let's go and have a look at some of the things that we can do now. Right, there's a Cerberus fighter base. Oh, wait, hang on. That, okay, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. But that might be more important than just like a side mission thing. Yes, I think it is actually more important than just a side mission. Okay, we'll do that one then. If you remember Novaria, it's like a corporation research planet where like corporate law, very cyberpunky. We've been there before, and there was all like dealing with corrupt officials and shit like that. Let's see. Garrus and Edie, because we're dealing with Cerberus.
Commander, the enemy has a strategic advantage in this sector thanks to the fighter squadron facility you're about to attack. We want to seize it, but their air defenses are too strong for a frontal assault. Losses would be too cost prohibitive.
How do you want me to handle this?
Go in the back, bring down their defenses so we can send in the troops. Good luck, Commander.
I have visual contact. There's a small platform above the main landing pad. I can drop you there, but it's gotta be now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, no, it turns out I was wrong. I thought this was going to be a more story-important mission than it actually is, but no, this is just one of the Cerberus side missions, where you go to a place and you shoot a bunch of guys, and then you leave the place, and maybe you pick up a thing or two there. So I'm just going to drop the difficulty down to nothing, because I don't want to deal with it, and we'll skip over this sort of nice and quick, dear editor, if you would.
1 hour later.
This was a major victory, Commander. A crippling blow to Cerberus operations in this sector.
Yeah, I gave it my all.
Now all we have to do is maintain control of the facility.
Cerberus won't make that easy.
And we won't make it easy on them.
No,
Thanks
you just...
to you, we can use their own defenses against them. Tell your team they did good, Commander. You should be proud.
No, dude, like, you just
sir.
go into the settings, and you navigate, like, to gameplay, and then you just set it to very, like, you set it to narrative. And then, easy, like, no problem. You can just, like... Yeah, got some funding, got a little bit of war assets. We are above the minimum, but we still have a ways to go.
My old sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Ops.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.
Yeah, that's... Yep. That is the truth. Also, like, just most things that militaries do, are bad.
Damn, I could really use something to shoot right now. Commander?
Edie, anything?
What are you thinking about, Edie?
The holographic theory of existence posits we are just two-dimensional information painted on the cosmological horizon. However, the holographic consciousness I recognize as myself is only able to perceive matter and energy. Thus, I am able to theorize the true nature of existence but never experience it. Possibly even the Reapers are limited this way.
Okay, bad question.
It was a good question. Interesting question. I don't know much about the holographic theory. It's sort of beyond my my studies of quantum physics or whatever the fuck it's based on. But, like, that's the good stuff with Edie. That's the good stuff.
Unread messages at your private terminal, Commander.
Cool. Urtnot Bakara. Ah. Eve. Commander, I'm writing you from the Kelphic Valley on Tuchanka. I wish you were here to see this. I'm watching Krogan pour in from across our entire planet, so many of them that I've lost count. They've all heard the news. We are finally free. The age of suffering is over. Never again will Krogan be afraid to give birth. Never again will they fear the pain and heartache it might bring. While I don't know what what fate ultimately has in store for my people, I can promise you your decision to believe in us will not be in vain. We will fight the Reapers for more than glory. We will fight them because we know there is a future for us after victory. The rest of my life shall be devoted to traveling to Chang'e and speaking aloud the words no Krogan has heard for nearly 2,000 years. There is reason to hope. This I owe to you, Commander. This I will never forget. Yeah.
Commander?
The genophage is just... Like, the game tries to engage with it, but I'm not 100% sure it really gets across just how horrifying of a thing it is. Like, just the level to which it is a terrible thing. Like, just unspeakably awful thing that was done to the Krogan. And it really isn't until Mass Effect 3 that it engages at all with the idea that, like, hey, maybe the Krogans are the way they are in part because, like as other characters say, like the Salarians uplifted them specifically to do war, so they gave them a bunch of warfare technologies. Like, oh, really? Yeah, so you're surprised that they developed into a rather warlike culture? Oh my. Like, you uplifted them specifically to use them as shock troopers? Huh, what kind of cultural information did you give them about, like, how to be in the universe when you did that? What did you teach them, exactly, to do? Like, which leaders did you uplift? Like, which leaders did you prioritize? Did you prioritize the artists and the scientists and, you know, the pacifists? No, you prioritized all the fucking warlords because they were the ones who could help you fight your goddamn war. Like... And that goes back to that central theme of Mass Effect that we've talked about before, which is like the Reapers put all this Mass Effect technology in the galaxy so that the galaxy develops along the pathways that they desire, right? Like, the technology that you use shape the society that you are. So if you give a whole culture of people just a whole fuck ton of guns and bombs and warships and nothing else, like that's the main thing you give them, yeah, that has an effect on them. Like, that changes how they develop. And it's one of those things that, like, because Mass Effect is about so many things at the same time, it never really has time to sort of deep dive into that particular idea. It's more there as a bit of world building off in the periphery, but yeah. It's like, who the Krogan are is not just their own fault, is what I'm trying to get at.
Alliance Control, this is SSV Normandy. Are we clear to descend? Alliance Control, this is Normandy. We're headed to Bay 1-4, Zakara Ward. Are we clear to descend?
Well, that seems bad.
What the hell's going on down there? Even if there were a station malfunction, they'd have backups online. I got a bad feeling here. Checking emergency channels. Hey, yeah, this is Joker. Uh-huh. Yeah, no kidding. Commander, there's a communication from Thane. He says it's important. I think you'll want to hear this.
Put him through.
Shepard, the Citadel is under attack. Cerberus troops are everywhere and they're in control of the docks.
Are you safe?
No, I had to evade their commandos at the hospital. I'm in a Presidium storefront.
Did Ashley make it out?
We got separated. She said she had to protect the Council. I'm going to CSEC headquarters.
Why CSEC headquarters?
It's been compromised, and CSEC's response depends on it. As long as Cerberus is holding the headquarters, they have the station.
All right, Joker. Get us away from the docks and close to CSEC HQ. We'll deploy in the shuttle.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Well, that seems bad. Okay, well, Cerberus. That means Garrus and Edie are probably... Maybe Liara. Because if they deploy those goddamn shield dudes... Think. Yeah, think Liara. Probably. How the hell are they keeping this quiet? Like, how is that not on every major news channel in the galaxy? How are they keeping this from getting out? Doesn't that thing have rocket launchers? Why don't they just shoot them? Oh well. I'm seeing a whole lot of people not being in cover.
Okay, people, coming in hot. Get to cover.
On it!
Okay, can't take cover there, apparently. Oh, no. There we go. Got rid of that. Liara, could you make that guy fly? Thank you. Doesn't strike quite as fast as the other rifles, but... Alley-oop! How the hell did they not finish you off? Also, why can I not, there we go. Jank. Anyway, medical station? Yes, thank you. Anyone leave any, powerful gun attachments lying around here? I mean, I'm sure we're not in any kind of a hurry, so this is probably fine. We can take a little time to salvage. La-ta-ta-tee, la-ta-ta-ta. Yes, yeah, you bleeding out or whatever, I don't care. I need to check for gun attachments. Okay, I think we're clear. You can just buy them. Like, you can just buy them if you don't pick them up immediately. Hey, Bailey.
Shepard, I saw those Cerberus troops on you. I thought you were done for.
Bailey, what are you doing here?
Getting my ass shot off trying to retake headquarters. Cerberus took it in the first push. We gotta kick them out of there. Everyone in C-Sec's flying blind without the network.
How bad's the situation? Do you know if the counselors are alive?
They split up. I'll know more if I can access the terminal inside.
Can you get us in?
I'll get the door. If no one interrupts me with a bullet this time.
This is another thing that the elusive man does that tells you what his actual objective is, right?
Here we go. CSAT network access, courtesy of Cerberus.
How's that gonna help?
Cerberus has control of the main channels, but I can set up a new one. Without it, our people have no plan and no chance. Hello.
What have you got?
A warning from Counselor Valern. He's supposed to be here meeting with the Executor. Be on guard. The likelihood of betrayal from within is high. Not a lot else. But if he's inside...
Anyway, what the elusive man is doing, right? Everything he's doing constantly all the time here, he's constantly trying to disrupt everyone else's plans. Everyone else, whatever they're trying to do, he's trying to disrupt it. He's trying to cause chaos. He's trying to make that more difficult. And that's everything he does during the entire game, is just that. Like, just trying to fuck with people. Just trying to make everything more difficult for everyone else so that it's harder for people to mount a response and resistance to the Reaper invasion. That's literally the only strategy that Cerberus has at any point. But the way he talks is like, no, I have a plan. I have a master plan, a grand plan. I know exactly what I'm doing. Like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna somehow control the Reapers to make them part of humanity, technology, blah blah blah. So like there's this disconnect between what he does and what he says, right? Because what he does is just cause problems.
Why would the counselor be meeting with the executor?
Usually it means someone big's about to be prosecuted. I guess that someone had Cerberus friends.
The counselor mentioned Udina. But that's insane. Does he even have this kind of pull?
Well, you know who'd have the answer to that? The counselor.
One counselor's better than zero. Where am I headed?
He could be in the executor's office. It's a fairly defensible position.
I'm on it.
Just a sec. There, now we can talk by Omnitool. Go.
Anyway, are there any
Thane,
things?
did you hear all that?
Yes. I'm nearing the building, but running is difficult. I'll try to get to you.
Please don't overstrain yourself, buddy. Like, you really don't need to, you know? Their animation does disable them just for a second, which is nice.
Security doors have been sealed for your protection.
Trips in the lobby. They were dug in.
I can see more through the cameras. They're all over the station.
More bullets than I'd like to spend on that, but... Goddamn smoke bombs. I bet you assholes have like all kinds of thermal gear and shit, and I don't. Recon hood. Nice. What's behind door number 1? A fucking M76 Revenant. Okay. Not gonna equip it now. Oh.
Cerberus. Didn't even drag him out into the hall.
Just killed for pissing. Yeah. Let's steal some money from the police while we're here. Shepard, really.
Reset complete. Access enabled.
Any survivors in there?
None yet.
Damn it. Keep looking.
If gunfire doesn't put them on notice, I sure won't.
Personal log, Armando Owen Bailey. Entry 1, warn Herc that if he doesn't fill out reports properly, I'm kicking his ass from one end of the Citadel to the other. Entry 2, reschedule meeting with customs analyst about cargo weight discrepancies over the last year. Don't let him wriggle out of that again, damn it. Entry 3, reports of undesirables getting on station illegally. Undesirables? That's a nice way to talk about people. Have biometric systems calibrated again. Entry 4, kick Herc's sorry ass from one ass of the Citadel to the other. Fuck you. Let me in. There's a thing! It's a gun! I want it! Oh. It's open. Oh no, wait, it's not. It's not open. It's not open at all! Oh no, okay. I don't remember how to solve this one. Door control, there you are. Not a complex puzzle. Yes, thank you. Don't want to equip it now, needs upgrades, but... Sergeant Uriah Shaw to Captain Yana Mao. I brought up numbers from evidence so you can see it for yourself. We caught the slag who was assembling in one of the Tower 110's bathrooms. He got it past the detectors in pieces. Metal barrel and a hollowed-out Omni tool, Ezo and one of those Scythian toothbrushes. The rest was plastic or ceramic. No ganging on him. He was in a sport coat like most of the male employees of Tower 110. His idea was manufactured. He got a record that dates back to when his med card was issued, and before that, nothing. This is way beyond a coincidence. This is a pro-assassin, he's not alone. We've got people smuggling talons all over the station. Patrol knows it. Organized crime knows it. Everyone knows it. But when you try to talk to Major, you hit a steel wall. Where's Internal Affairs when you need them? Why can't we get them to open an investigation on customs? You would not let them get away with this blind eye business if this were LA or Hong Kong. The Major says he's not going to screw over good police officers because one nut with a pistol. But this isn't just one. Ask the Executor this. If this is the stuff we're catching, what's slipping by? Good question. It's almost like police corruption is a problem or something. It's almost as though, like, if you create the organization like the police, you create also an enormous incentive to corrupt them, like, by any means necessary. And that tends to happen a lot, all the time.
We had to do that, but in the end we never got the direct orders. They stopped being useful.
Well, someone's all human. Someone was all human. A conscience, my.
We've got to be close now.
Yeah, there's a stairwell further on. Executor's office is right above it. Let's hope we're not too late.
Without it, they can't get a signal for help.
I love playing Duck Hunt. Okay, maybe I don't love it that much. Why are you not targeting him? Because the smoke. Yeah. They barely need to be concealed in order for the smoke to give them protection. It's very annoying. Hey, Bob, how you doing? Just chilling out? Oh, man, did you watch the game last night? Oh, shit, Bob! Bob! Where did you go? I think Bob just got raptured. I need to go to church.
Bailey, looks like they got the Executor and 2 Solarian bodyguards.
Damn, alright, keep searching. If you don't see the counselor's body, don't count him out yet.
Found him. He looks unharmed.
Get him somewhere safe.
Oh, God, it's the shithead. I hate this guy so much.
Don't even think about it.
Shepard, he's going to kill us all.
That remains to be seen.
I mean, Lieutenant, he's staging a coup. He's got the other counselors now to hand over to Cerberus.
3-on-1, pal. It's over.
No. No, it's fun.
This dumb piece of shit. I hate him so much. Like, he sucks so bad. Also, for that reason. But no, this character is garbage. Like, he's so fucking bad. He just sucks. Like, he's just... Oh, my God.
How bad is it?
I have time. Catch him.
Shepard, what's going on up there?
Thane needs medical help, fast. And I need to take care of an assassin.
He must be going after the rest of the council.
Get the word out. Udina's trying to seize power. I've got to get to the counselors.
They're being taken to a shuttle pad on the Presidium. Start driving. I'll try to raise them on the comm. I've got a fix on the council's position. I'm sending it to your car.
Good work, Bailey. We're almost there.
Hey, shitbag. This dumb piece of shit. Like, he's so garbage. Like, he is, in the purest sense of the word, kind of a cringe character. Like that shit. And it's not just to do, like, his character design is lame as well, lame as fuck. Thane in that scene right there where he gets stabbed is being used as a Worf. Now, if you watch Star Trek: The Next Generation, you might know that Worf is the Klingon crewmate. Like, he's the big, strong guy, he's the security officer, he's the guy who's like, yeah, he's good at fighting, he's powerful, and he's strong. And so what the episodes of The Next Generation would often do is, if you need an enemy to be scary, like, you need to establish that, oh, this character is powerful and dangerous, just have them kick Worf's ass. Right? Like, Worf would, like, show up and be like, no, I'm gonna take you in for security reasons or whatever. And then the evil character would kick Worf's ass, and then everyone would go, oh, no, he could kick Worf's ass. That means he's dangerous and powerful. And Thane is being used as a Worf here. Thane is like our badass super assassin, like, companion from the previous game. And Kai Leng gets to stab him and beat him in a fight. Like, specifically to establish that Kai Leng is dangerous, and Kai Leng is scary, and Kai Leng is someone you should definitely be worried about. Kai Leng, the very cool character who is really cool, and you should really think that he's cool and scary and badass. And just, like, because I see that trope being deployed so straight up, I just kind of roll my eyes and go, oh my god, like, fucking, really? Like, you used Thane for that? Like, I love Thane a lot as a character. He's a character who I have a lot of affection for, and I don't like seeing him, especially, like, in terms of where this is gonna take his story. I don't like seeing him be used that way. It feels really kind of like degrading Thane in order to raise up this Kai Leng shithead, who's also, like, Kai Leng is a character from the Mass Effect novels, I believe. Like, he was established in the Mass Effect novels. Maybe if I ever read those, if I ever bothered with them, maybe I'd be more on board with him. Like, maybe I'd think, oh, it's cool, Kai Leng, I remember him from a book. But I didn't, and I don't find him charming. Like, he's this character who sort of gets introduced in the third game as this secret super assassin that Cerberus had he was there, they had him all along. It just never showed up in the second game. Like, and he feels like, to me, he's always felt like he just gets pulled out of the ass, out of nowhere, like this secret cyborg super assassin who's like, oh, Cerberus's greatest henchman, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the vibe they're trying to sell, like this menacing, like, dangerous edgelord character. And because he's so not a presence in the second game, because it's not even... In the second game, it's not even a thing, like, established that Cerberus would use a little shitty, whiny edgelord kit piece of shit like that as an asset. He feels so out of fucking nowhere. because of him as a character. I don't engage with him as a character. I don't care about him as a character. I don't give a shit. Like, if Kai Leng was just modded out of the game entirely and replaced with some generic cyborg assassin without voice lines, I would not mourn the loss. I wouldn't care. Like, it wouldn't change anything. That's the other thing about him. His presence doesn't matter. Like, he doesn't, as a henchman character, he doesn't do anything. Like, he's never really relevant because he can never really succeed, you know? Because the game, like, and that's another thing we've talked about before with Mass Effect, is like, Mass Effect is not willing to let you lose very much. Like, because it's a AAA game, it's like very unwilling to really let you lose, to really let you get fucked over, and like have serious consequences for that. That comes through in the dialogue system, like Paragon, Renegade, where you, like, no matter what you pick, you're still gonna save the galaxy. Like, there's no wrong choice to make. You can do whatever you play the game your way. Whee, freedom. It's not willing to enforce those consequences, and the same thing with Kai Leng. Like, it wants so badly for Kai Leng to be like a dangerous, like, oh, scary, like, evil presence in the game that you're worried about, but he never really manages to do anything that would justify that feeling, and that would justify the enmity. He's just a fucking henchman, and the game is so desperate for him to be cool and badass, and like that scene on the cab, right, where he just jumps out of fucking nowhere and sabotages your cab, and when you shoot at him, all of a sudden, something he didn't have in the previous fight with Thane, all of a sudden he has a shield. He just deploys a shield that's bulletproof, and he didn't have that with Thane, but he just does that casually. Like, he just pulls a power out of his ass in order to allow him to do the thing that the story wants him to do. And that scene also, like where he sabotages your car and forces you to run all the way to the Presidium or whatever, it is, again, the game so transparently trying to manipulate, like, oh, you need to feel, like, rivalry and antagonism towards this guy. You need to, like, really feel like, oh, I want to get one over on him. I want to beat him. Like, no, I don't want to beat him. I just want to I just want to get past the parts of the game that he's in. Because it's tedious and boring and it's annoying.
I see your car stopped.
I'm on foot now. Any luck contacting the Council?
Negative. Their guards are dead. But we've still got vital signs on the Council's transponders.
Where are they going?
The shuttle pad above Shelmar.
Like dollar store Sasuke, honestly. These fucking guys.
Get them in range of that assassin. This is all over.
On my way.
So I took that Phantasm out pretty easily because I know what they do. I think this is the first time in the game that you encounter them, and they are actually pretty scary. There we go. Whew. Okay, there isn't, like, stuff up here, right? No, doesn't look like it. Anyway, Kai Leng, worst character in the game. Terrible decision to even include him. I don't know what they were thinking.
They don't like to hold still, do they?
Yeah, there they are. There she is. I should have remembered that there would be one here. Cause you see where my health went? Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. So you don't want to let them get close to you. Okay, solved that puzzle.
They sealed it behind them.
Well. Thankfully, the architects left a convenient path behind for us. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I'm at Shelmar Plaza. Where's the Council?
In an elevator.
Wrong weapon.
They're trying to get to the shuttle dock. Someone's following them. Someone with a sword.
Okay. I've got a Cerberus soldier right next to me or something, don't I? There we go. I was hoping to take it over, but oh well, explosions are also good.
Got a ride for you, Shepard. Grab an elevator.
I'm sorry, where's that light attached?
Okay, I'm in the shaft.
Hang on. This'll be a fast climb.
This is one of the cooler little set pieces, by the way.
Tell me that assassin hasn't reached the council.
He's trying, but I'm making his elevator stop on every floor.
Nice. I found our friend.
Kill his elevator. There's a power conduit beneath it.
Yeah, I should probably swap to another weapon now.
Incoming phantoms.
Oh no, oh no, no, no. I hate them. They can also do that shit, you see. But this is one of the cooler set pieces, like set piece gunfights, because you're like using these things for cover.
Shepard, bad news.
Is there any other
dancing around them?
That hitman jumped to another elevator and he's overridden my controls. He's on his way up. I can't stop him.
I'll handle it.
Here they come!
Where they come. Okay, I got rid of some of them.
Shepard?
I see them! Jump! What was that?
Gunman, get down! Go!
Damn it, Ashley.
Damn it! Cerberus hit the shuttle! Everybody back to the elevator! Shepard?
Shepard's blocking our escape. She's with Cerberus.
Everybody, hang on! Shepard, what's happening here?
You know me better than this, Ash.
I knew the old Shepard before Cerberus. Right now, I'm not sure who I'm dealing with.
We don't have time to negotiate. You've been fooled, all of you. Odin is behind this attack. The Solarian Counselor confirmed it.
Please, you have no proof. You never do.
There are Cerberus soldiers in the elevator shaft behind us. If you open that door, they'll kill you all.
We've mistrusted Shepard before, and it did not help us.
We don't have time to debate this. We're dead if we stay out here. I'm overriding the lock.
I'm gonna regret this.
No, you're not.
Udina, step back from the console.
To hell with this.
Gun!
That's one renegade option I'll always take.
Get the council back and cover that door.
The door!
Bailey.
Made it as fast as we could, Shepard. Looks like you took care of things.
Something's not right. You said Cerberus was targeting us. Where did their soldiers go?
Cerberus was right here, but they beat feet into the Keeper tunnels when they figured out we were coming.
Oh yeah, 2 guys.
Sorry, Counselor, I'll say it plain. Shepard just saved the lot of you.
And you have saved my life twice now, Shepard. I owe you both a personal debt, and one on behalf of Palaven.
Yeah, like Bailey and his like one dude showing up like, here comes the cavalry, and Shepard's like, oh shit, fuck, they have handguns, run!
You don't owe me anything, Counselor. Times like this, we all stand together.
Commander, do you have any idea why the elusive man would do this?
No, I don't. But I plan to find out.
All right, people. Principals are evacuated. We got a tunnel and 1 million more places to secure. Move it.
Yes? Things didn't go as planned.
Fuck you.
The Council's still in control of the Citadel, and Udina's dead.
Udina was expendable.
Now what?
There are other plans in motion. I'll fill you in when you return. I'm surprised you let Shepard get the better of you, Leng.
Just kill him. He's so cringe and useless.
We'll see.
Like, why do you bother with him? Why?
We looked over every centimeter of those tunnels, Shepard. Your Cerberus pal is made out of smoke and mirrors.
But these are tunnels, right? Just one exit and one entrance.
No, that Keeper tunnel from the elevator lobby led into the superstructure. Once you're in there, the place is like an ant farm. We can't even get an ID on him. He released a VI into the Citadel system that erased footage of him wherever he went. I guess he didn't trust that Udina's plan would come together. That reminds me, we got your friend Thane into Huerta Memorial. He's in for surgery. Apparently, there's complications.
Do you think he'll make it?
I caught that they didn't have much drill blood on the Citadel. I notified his next of kin, his son Koliat. He was the right blood type, but I don't know if he made it in time. We're pretty sure the route to the hospital is safe from Cerberus if you want to see him. I'd go now.
I'll get on it.
Oh, and you can tell him the Solarian counselor says he's a hero. It just, I don't know, make things easier for him.
Anyway, everything's back to normal. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened. Commander Bailey has requested assistance with a con man who's preying on refugees. The man has exploited loopholes to delay his arrest. Spectral authorization would allow CSIC to immediately deport the con man from the Citadel and get him killed. He will be deported into space and then he will die. What you're asking me to sign is a death warrant. There, Commander Bailey. So, yeah, no, actually, go fuck yourself. You do this within the law, or you don't do it at all. He's using loopholes to make it harder to arrest him. You mean he's making short, like he's using every opportunity to avail himself of the justice system? How terrible. People shouldn't do that.
My wife was just sent back to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out too. I was told you might be able to help me.
Of course. You're a Neotis spouse, correct?
Yes. How did you know that?
We keep identity information on all permanent Citadel residents engaged in formal relationships with Asari.
That's
that way,
sinister.
If anyone require diplomatic aid, we can ensure prompt assistance.
It's wonderful. Then you can help me send my daughter back to my wife's family?
I'm afraid, however, that might be a bit difficult.
Well, that sounds nice. So, you can see things have moved on, like new ambient conversations have popped up. There's an L-core. Yay!
They hit where? Damn it. How are we supposed to predict the moves of an enemy we don't understand? Divert to... Do we have any AI-enabled fragments of Sovereign? Any Reaper code I can analyze? No? Well, then they'll keep outmaneuvering our fleet, and Asari worlds will keep burning.
Listen, I thought of something. No, it can't wait until I'm back on duty. The Hesperia period. Their statues had legendarily accurate Prothean inscriptions. Can we use that? Yes, I know the Athena Nebula is off limits, but this... a classified project. It needs all the Prothean intel we can find. I haven't found any reliable pictures, but just think. If those statues had something that could help us, even today...
I recovered the Book of Plenix. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
Earth Clan, this is a priceless gift. Thank you. You may help my people remember themselves.
Sweet. Barla Vaughn is gone. Jogging my way across the Citadel.
How hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorist bastard alive.
He's in intensive care?
He got blasted by Cerberus. They think he's just another victim.
A wounded Batarian, huh? Which means I can go to the Spectre terminal and get him executed as well. Great.
Scene contains large scorch marks. Looks like 3 fatalities. The entire area shot to hell. Precision shots. I heard the Geth use jamming towers to prevent auto-targeting. If we had tech like that, it might save some lives next time somebody attacks the Citadel.
Side quests to go and pick up things and percentages.
You're stonewalling me? Those bids could be vital to the war effort. I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe. We're trying to protect you. Hell of a job you're doing. See those scorch marks? Cerberus killed one of my servers right there. Where were you?
Hey, I lost friends too. If you care about finding the Cerberus informants who made it happen, you'll give me the bids.
How about you go get a warrant?
People are dying in this war. You don't get to use that as ammunition in your little pissing contest.
Thanks, Commander.
I'm trying to find Cerberus spies.
Then you should be looking in your own office. I saw the news.
I know. Just, you're right. Sorry. I lost some friends and I'll go through channels.
If I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Continue their assault on us.
Damn it. If we'd kept digging a few hours longer, we'd have gotten the Obelisk of Karza. I know the Hades Nexus is off limits. I'm not an idiot. Damn it, the Alliance needs that thing right now. The Obelisk of Karza was supposed to contain Prothean language translations, like the Rosetta Stone for Protheans. Think of how much it could have helped us understand.
If only we had someone who could speak the Prothean language perfectly, like a native. That sure would be great, but unfortunately no such person exists.
Rules be damned. People have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, CSEC will shut this whole place down.
CSEC couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take him to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
I just want people to be safe.
I know, but second-guessing CSEC isn't the way.
Yes, it is,
what
but
if we submit a proposal to start a militia?
Okay, that'd be something.
Commander Shepard, do you have a minute? Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. I've got a saboteur hacking key systems, power, communications. It's bad. If you've got time to help, check out this console.
Got it. Looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorderlies down by that purgatory place?
How does cracking down on that crap help us win the war? People need to blow off steam right now.
And how does letting the misdemeanors go help?
Actually, just let the fucking misdemeanors go.
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. Cerberus caught CSEC by surprise last time. You need to make sure that never happens again.
That's what I'm saying. Forget the small stuff. Support defense and security and take down anyone who threatens the peace.
You make it sound like we're under martial law.
After a coup attempt during wartime, maybe we should be.
Okay, maybe that was not quite what I was hoping. Like,
Maybe you're right.
but like, fucking really, right now is when you want to go around like grabbing poor people in pickpockets.
Look, the asshole's in custody. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
Damn it, another Cerberus trap? Bomb or turret? How many this time? Clear the area until you've done a full sweep.
These are control schematics for Cerberus turrets. Will these help?
Damn right they will. I'll have E-Crimes dig into them. Might even help us find the little present Cerberus left for us. Thanks a lot. This is gonna save lives.
Go. Okay, slowly just working my way through things that give me more war assets. It is one of those things of like, this is all optional, really. Like, theoretically, rather, this is all optional. You don't really need to do it in order to complete the game, but because the endings are locked behind, like, sufficient war assets, yeah.
No, the Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need support. Well, ideally, something like a Cacliosaur. They're good in mountains, immune to toxins, ferociously loyal to their riders. Yes, they'd be ideal. Unfortunately, they were driven to extinction during the Rachni War. So, unless we can engineer something new, Krogan on toxic worlds will have to fight on foot without support.
There we go.
Rex stated that his support of the Turians proves that the Krogan are ready to return to the Citadel.
If he's a terrorist, he ought to be locked up.
He should be shot. Gorex wanted for 6 bombs.
Maybe if he's like in the hospital with like some kind of like potentially lethal wound, he should be treated first and then, you know, tried in a court of law. So the holding areas. Like, we need, there's so many side quests. Oh my god. Truly so many, because the whole, like, after this event, the entire status of the Citadel updates.
I don't understand what these refugees have been through. Can't you let me in?
No.
I only need a couple of hours of footage.
You're not crossing that dock.
Wait, aren't you Commander Shepard? Solek Vast, documentary maker. Please, maybe you can help. I'm trying to document the stories of the refugees coming to the Citadel. Their loss, their sacrifices, their moments of bravery.
Something holding you back?
CSEC won't allow me on the docks. They say I'd be disruptive. But you could catch a few quick shots for me.
There are lots of refugees on the rest of the Citadel.
It won't have the same impact as seeing crowds trapped on the docks. We all need to help each other. I want this documentary to shock people into action.
Good idea. The galaxy should see what these refugees have been through.
Thank you, Commander. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. If you could just take a few shots with your Omni tool in the refugee camp. I'll be here when you're done.
With people's permission, I hope.
I can't really use that. Could you try again, please? Yes, that's just what this documentary needs.
Yeah, let's take some photos of people who are grieving without asking for permission. That's cool. Unproblematic. I'm nitpicking. Ah, shit, I didn't come back here enough times to hear, like, the two refugees, finish their conversation. That sucks. Oh well.
Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
Not even what a terrorist's doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every battalion with someone on Aratok remembers your face.
Planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony, only regret. Don't have the strength to...
I destroyed Eratot's relay to stop the Reapers from pouring through.
Pah! Easy for you to claim now that they're here. Don't pretend you have any remorse.
You think I didn't feel guilty? I destroyed a colony. I've thought about the people who died, about how I couldn't warn them in time. In the end, I didn't have a choice. But I'm sorry, if that means anything.
If you're so remorseful, if you have any real guilt, show some mercy. Unplug this machine. Let me join my family.
He has a right to self-determination. Just killed another guy.
Great shot, Commander.
Hey, Kelly.
Shepard, you saved my life again.
What happened?
Cerberus troopers came through here to secure the docks. They lined us all up. Then, one of them started asking around for me by name.
But they didn't find you.
Their record said I went off-grid. If I hadn't changed my identity, I don't know what would have happened. Thank you.
Yeah. You know.
So many here had to leave loved ones on their homelands. I try to comfort them, but I know what the Reapers are capable of.
I need support. Someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers, and I've got some idiot preaching about Cerberus down here. No, I've contacted CSEC. They said it's not a priority and it doesn't matter. What matters is that I've got Turian soldiers dying for lack of medication. I need support. Someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers, and I've got some idiot preaching about Cerberus down here.
Who the hell's preaching about Cerberus?
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
Oh, for my parents. They put me on the rescue transport and said to wait for them here. They'll come find me as soon as they can.
I guess this is a safe enough place. Look, if anyone bothers you, let me know. I'll take care of them, okay?
Sure thing, sir. Thanks.
Excellent. That will really get people's attention. Thank you, Commander. That should be enough footage. Come meet me again when you're able.
About time.
Listen, please, we just need more food. I can give you the location of some ruins. Prothean ruins. On Gay Hinnom in the Hades Nexus. Shit. If you could get past the Reaper patrols, I'm sure you'd find something valuable. I believe those are my credits. That's got to be worth something. Please, my family is starving.
Well, I'll guess I'll go steal that stuff.
You thought I was bluffing, didn't you?
Hey, Commander.
James, enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property.
Have a little faith, Lola.
I have a little.
You just gonna stand? Mm-hmm. I believe those are my credits.
I have your footage.
Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away.
Whew. I mean, gathering footage is one of the most exhausting parts of being a YouTuber. Anyway, Purgatory Bar. We're almost done. Almost done clearing this place out of things.
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
You do not understand. The code of the ancients is the collected wisdom of our people. With overwhelming sadness, it was lost when the Kuna fell. Without it, we lack the guidance we need.
That's why you make backups.
Certainty. We need the wisdom of our ancestors in these trying times.
More stuff to go pick up on the galaxy map. I'm sorry, Anna, you're gonna have to edit through that.
Good. Concussion's almost gone.
Good. When I heard you were injured.
It was stupid. I should have ducked when that wall came down. Something good has come out of all this, though. Got new equipment. Sent me a set of Vortex armor.
Man, summoning supply sure messed that one up.
Oh, I've heard those are pretty good.
It's great. I'd only be safer inside a tank. It's why Vortex gear costs more than I make in a year.
Huh, wonder who sent that to him. Hey, look who it is!
So, the problem is that our people are terrible at making war. The library at Asha had sacred texts on the ways of the Huntress, the defining works on the art of battle. But the Nimbus cluster has already fallen, and our people are here dancing instead of fighting.
Again, like, why do you not have, like, why is it like there's just one location in the galaxy where you have these important things? Like, oh, copies? No one scanned these. Like, although that's true to real life right now as well, so, you know.
Ugh, this sucks. What have you got there? Duty roster for the students. It's what I do for fun now. They've got us spread out across Alliance units. Reinforcing barriers, modding ammo, that kind of thing. How are they holding up? They're fine. They're not the ones reading duty rosters while on shore leave. Complain if you like, but I think military life suits you. Hey, running back to the Alliance was your lifelong dream, not mine. Come on, plenty of combat, free room and board, and people you can depend on. Yeah, maybe your little suicide squad taught me something about teamwork. Speaking of which, thanks. My guys are handling the support stuff well. Still see some action, but they're not on the front lines. They've saved a lot of lives. It'd be a hell of a lot more fun with you. You find bigger fights. But the little shits are useless without me. I gotta stick with them. 'Cause I'm dependable now, apparently. I blame you for this, Shepard. Come on.
Remember what I said about how much this game fucking loves the military? Yeah.
Wait. Right now you're on shore
Like
leave.
that scene with Jack is like very much one of those. It's like, oh hey, look, she was reformed by being part of military life, and like, isn't it good to be a soldier?
Shepard, everybody knows you can't dance.
Like, it's just those little things peppered out there. It was like, being a soldier, it sure does give you a upright bearing, and like, it straightens you out and stabilizes your life and makes you feel better.
Anyhow, thanks for the drink. But why'd you drag me out here?
You still got that merchant freighter?
Yeah.
Looking for work?
Might as well. What you got?
Let us loudly discuss our smuggling operations here. Yeah.
I'm curious. What material is your face made from?
The surface is a flexible biomimetic nanomaterial over a metallic skull. The skin uses shear thickening technology to help protect the central processing unit in the head. If the skin is struck or shot, it solidifies to absorb the impact. It also is capable of limited self-healing.
And what about the hair?
It is of similar construction. For defense, I have set it to cohere into a solid piece. However, for infiltration purposes, it can be parted into individual strands. If it has recently been exposed to water, I generally can't do a thing with it. If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
Shepard, you made it. Come have a drink with me.
You're looking happy.
You had it right. Yesterday can't change. Tomorrow, we might all be dead. Today is what matters. I'm not wasting it.
I wouldn't have thought a club would be to your tastes.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate graceful dancing. There's an energy here. There's light. And Purgatory serves the best drinks. Here.
To you, Steve.
And to you, Shepard. A good friend when I needed one most. Thank you. For everything. Back on the Normandy.
There we go. They're all good little scenes. It's just I needed to point out that thing with Jack especially is like, wow, okay, yeah, sure.
Look at this. All it took was a Cerberus attack on the Citadel to get folks around here to pay attention to the war.
How's this any different from normal?
Can't you see the desperation? This isn't happy dancing. This is forget my problems dancing. Look at the arms. If a guy waves his arms like that, he's worrying about a lot more than looking stupid on the dance floor.
That's surprisingly observant.
I've had time to watch a lot of dancing from the sidelines. Speaking of which...
Dancing?
Watching from the sidelines. What do you think about me and Edie?
What about you and me? No, I don't think so. But Edie, yeah, sure, she can handle you.
Why not?
Because I could break a bone just from some light over-the-clothes action?
It's always a risk. But then so are the Reapers.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dating Harbinger.
You know what I mean. If we all ended up dead this time tomorrow, what would you regret?
Getting a shattered pelvis. And a broken heart. Such a stupid idea.
If you could be out there right now on the dance floor, would you be waving your arms?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got bigger things to worry about than looking stupid.
Yeah, guess I do. Now, if you'll excuse me...
That, on the other hand, is a very well-written little scene. Like, it starts with the setup, like, Joker explains, like, the dancing style of people, like, oh, they're waving their arms, ha ha ha, like, they have more to worry about, and, like, they don't really care about the today thing, and then we use that as a setup to go into, like, a digression about Joker, like, who's worrying about the future, like, who specifically is scared for, like, taking a chance on trying this relationship with Edie thing.
Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Like that's just like in terms of like dialogue writing, in terms of writing just a little character scene, that's just mwah. Like I love that. That's so good because the structure is so crisp and you don't notice it unless you're trying to pay attention to it. Like the way that they clearly did a setup and then like took it through a few turns and then brought it back around to the beginning and then used that as like the thing to like it's craft. It's just good craft. It's just it's just mwah. It's just good.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant LMB?
No, Private. We are not.
Man, I had a friend in security at Sonax, and there was definitely Prothean tech on Garvug. I know the Valhallan threshold is Reaper territory now, but Prothean tech could help the Crucible. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm aware this is an unsecured channel. Yes, understood. Thank you, ma'am.
So I'm in the shower with hot water and everything. And that's when Naira came.
Naira was another huntress on your ship?
Yeah, a friend. I wanted it to be more than that, but she had a medical condition.
It's okay. It's in the file.
The farm girl calls in to me that another Asari is here. I thought the shuttle had gotten back early. They come out in a towel, and Naira walks through the door. But it wasn't her. Not anymore.
It's the second human specter from the system.
Who are we to choose who lives or dies? That's not what we do. We help our patients, all of them.
That's a nice sentiment, but it won't help when we run out of supplies. I've seen this happen in combat before. And we will run out of them.
Can I help you?
Looking for a Drell named Thane Krios?
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel's syndrome. At its worst, Keprel's syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen, and he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
Is he still alive or not?
Mr. Krios slips in and out of consciousness, and the outlook isn't good. It's hard to tell how much time he has. When he's awake, he's pretty lucid, never forgets anything. I think that helps. His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me, I'm Koliak Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Commander, I'm afraid I won't be joining you again.
You've done more than enough, Thane.
That assassin should be embarrassed. A terminally ill Drow managed to stop him from reaching his target.
I'll pass the word along.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Kalahira, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Kalahira, wash the sins from this one and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Goliath, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me? Kalahira, this one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires. The lover never leaves. The hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and she will be a companion to you as she was to me. Goliath. Why did the last verse say she?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Goodbye, Thane. You won't be alone long.
Heavy losses are mounting as human colonies Elysium, Tiptree,
Yeah, goodbye, Thane. Yeah. The reason why I didn't want to activate that cutscene yet is because it always makes me a little teary. The wish was for you. Like, fuck! God damn it! Yeah, I need a second. Just to wipe my eyes, you know. Right in the fucking feelings, man. Which is, which is one of the reasons why I'm so fucking pissed. Like, Kai Leng gets to kill Thane because the game is so desperate to build up that animosity. Because it's so desperate to make us hate him and be like, oh, that Kai Leng, I'm gonna definitely get him. Ooh, that villain who I really care about. And because Kai Leng falls so flat on his stupid little dollar store Sasuke-looking ass for me, it feels so cheap. Like, Thane... The scene here is fucking amazing. Genuinely. But Thane deserved to die to something better than
Who
that
are we to choose
shit.
who lives or dies? That's not what we do.
We're fighting right now to protect the people you're talking about. If you let these people die, that fight is...
It's not that simple. If we aren't careful about this now, we'll end up losing everything.
God damn it, Thane. He's a good
One of
character.
your own generals. He was stabbed with a poisoned blade by a Cerberus soldier during the attack on the Citadel. We can't identify the toxin. We're barely keeping him alive right now. It's
some form of miracle.
24.
Have you discovered a way to run FTL spaceships without an ESO core, Private Talavi?
No, ma'am.
Then consider this a serious assignment. Intel's expecting a Cerberus raid.
Cerberus? Cerberus?
They're a problem?
I thought we were fighting Reapers, ma'am.
Give it a week. You could be.
Shepard, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go over everything in my head. Make sense of it.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Udina?
You saw me in the hospital. I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
Well, that'll be the first and last time I wave a gun at my commanding officer.
We stopped Udina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
It's hard to say.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
I don't know, but we don't have a choice.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
Permission granted, Lieutenant. Just keep your gun pointed at the Reapers, okay?
I'd prefer it, thanks.
Grab your gear and find a bunk, Williams.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And Ash.
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
Well,
yes, ma'am.
To some extent. As I've said many times before, Ashley is a deeply problematic character. Like, she's not necessarily a good person.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power-hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge. Cerberus was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Counselor Valorn.
Kai Leng.
What?
Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
Yeah, like, again, you see how hard the game is trying to set him up as, like, Kai Leng, that dangerous assassin who's really important and cool and dangerous and badass. Oh, you, like, Anderson is scared of him. Oh, like, he has a history. Wow, this pre-established, very deeply integrated and important. Like, I will never shut up about how much I hate that guy.
I take it you two have met.
Kaylee Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Elusive man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson, it's a safe bet Leng's even more dangerous now.
I don't care who he is. Next time we meet, he dies.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Leng has them scared.
Leng has them scared.
Enough to
No, he
send
doesn't.
help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
So quickly?
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers. The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And Aquarians are willing to talk.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful. We've got reports of instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned. They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
Okay, we're getting there. We need... somewhere up here, I think, is the threshold for the thing I want to do. For the ending I want to unlock. But I'm not 100% sure.
Goddamn Cerberus bastards. And Udina too. Son of a bitch.
That's crap. Udina made a deal with the devil. He got what he deserved.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Commander, I've found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
Thanks for your time, Commander.
Okay, Kai Leng's dossier. Let's read this shit. Age of, like, he's a Systems Alliance military enlistment, blah, blah, blah. Age of enlistment, 16 credentials faked. Tour of duty, Terminus Systems, patrol and reconnaissance. Exodus Cluster patrol and reconnaissance, reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers. Sentence reduced in light of previous exemplary service record. Raid of Ention, recommended for Systems Alliance Medal of Valor. Kite's Nest, tactical reconnaissance, accepted into Interplanetary Combative Academy. Received N7 designation from Interplanetary Combative Academy, dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. Cerberus activities. Intel on Kai Leng's activities after joining Cerberus is spotty. What is known is that the Elusive Man arranged for Kai Leng's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Leng is now believed to be the Elusive Man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus's Phantom-class implants. Yeah, no, he's been there for 10 years. Like, top agent, definitely. Just, we didn't mention him in the last game because the novels that he's from weren't published yet. Back then, probably. Anyway. Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much-needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately and needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave. That's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing. Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. Admiral Hackett. This is the Citadel DLC. It is, for someone like me who's very into the Mass Effect series, undoubtedly one of the best things that BioWare has ever made. We will do that at the last possible minute. Let's see. James wants to chat. Adrian Victus. Cerberus just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit they're right. The Turian and Volus economies are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for the political crisis that will result, but the security of our fleets is at stake. Investigating blah blah as a Spectre? Yes, okay. Side quest. Let's see, Elysium. An evacuation shuttle nearly destroyed as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony of Elysium was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew high numbers on the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the biotic, identified by authorities as Aresh Agdashlu, engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdashlu has had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity, and claimed to have survived a Cerberus camp on Praga as a child. Witnesses said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. That was the guy that Jack met in the Cerberus base on Praga, if you remember. We spared him, and now, well, here's how his story ends. That's Jack asking to meet me at the bar. We've already done that. Diana Allers wants to do an interview. Defecting Cerberus engineers. Oh, it's Kelly. After we last spoke, I overheard some refugees mention Cerberus. They said my name. I freaked out until I recognized their voices. Close friends of mine who've defected in disguise and on the run, just like me. They're a talented engineer, Shepard, who could help with the war effort. I've attached contact information to forward to whoever could use their help. You can trust them. Samantha Trainer, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you... I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time with it between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Game night with Trainer. Yes, sure. That's another scene. Deal with that later. First, we need to go and get all of the conversations everywhere. Because I cannot leave any of this alone. I really should have gone back to the Citadel more, like, caught all of the ambient conversations.
Gonna have a hard time recruiting now. So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats.
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kicked their asses. And also that Ash aced the don't shoot your commander portion of the Normandy reinstatement test.
Go easy on Ash. She's been through a lot.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review.
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, so now all we need is a gun that fires thresher maws.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating. The Reapers are more fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to reassess the probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You're worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers, but I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Here we go again.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
Good question. See, that's the thing, is like, what's the synthetic life being AIs like Edie or indeed the Geth? And the answer there is, for me anyway, that they have self-determination.
It's not that different from organic life. A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations.
No, it's not.
My purpose is not so clear. The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
Don't think like a Reaper, please. But also, that's not the purpose of organic life. Like, that's the behavior of organic life, but the behavior of organic life, which is to self-replicate, that's not the same as the purpose.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do. Good deeds we accomplish. Love.
I see. I will search my files on the biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
Shepard, I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
Again, it's the little things about Edie. Like the fact that she can just like decide to change her own moral framework. Like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna alter a few calculations in my heuristics, and now I am 30% more ethical.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
There he is. There's Thane. Along with Morton.
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind, the Citadel almost falls, and you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
I don't see how. We start killing our friends and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Ash didn't have to join Caden.
Let's hope he's looking out for us. This was his fight, too.
Good to have Ash back. We can always use a friendly gun.
May I speak with you, Commander?
Oh, there she is. Good lord. Scared the crap out of me.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Sweet.
Per your orders, I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray, but it would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
And it's far too risky after Udina's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
Let's see, health bonus. Definitely health bonus.
Perhaps we can talk later.
Let's see. Secretary is recording from Consul Gujir's Senate office. Secretary Phillips, the emergency fund is gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here. Not with the prices their captains are asking for. What about the military? They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. This is a passkey, sir, and an inventory? I'm authorizing you on behalf of the city's Senate to seize any and all ESO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles. Senate member stockpiles. I'm forgoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, her death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated. I would like to visit the Citadel sometime, when it is not infested with traitors. I've heard about the Kai Leng human you encountered. It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most.
Again, the game trying so hard to make Kai Leng. Like, why does Javik care about Kai Leng? Why does he give a shit?
Yes?
You haven't even been on any of the missions where we encountered him.
Thanks, Commander. That GX-12 thermal pipe arrived. We're performing the modifications right now.
So, how did I get volunteered to crawl through the ducts?
You're the power control engineer, not me.
damn hot in here. Hey, didn't Adams say that all in Normandy is Edie?
Kenneth, stop right there.
Just didn't tell Joker. He'll get jealous.
Fuck's sake, Kenneth.
We're still working on the thermal modifications. Should be done pretty soon.
Kenneth is still installing the thermal conduit down in the crawl space. We'll have a report later.
God damn it, Kenneth. Honestly. That fucking guy. The thing I will say, which is true, is, like, again, and this is not really a thing of like, specifically for Mass Effect, but in terms of, like, what would sexuality look like to someone whose body is an entire spaceship? Like, what does that actually look like? It's a good question. It's another thing that's interesting to explore when it comes to robots. And also, like, a fascinating subsection of erotica, if you're into that kind of thing.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh? That last mission on Novaria shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop them off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah, next time park it and come join the party, Esteban.
Is everything okay, Shepard?
All is well. Aww. He's dead now. No, he's just sleeping. Don't worry.
Hey, Commander. I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. So war's loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
Yeah, politicians bad, army good.
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
I believe it's everything. Except, no, actually, there's the stuff in the cabin where, Trainer wanted to come up, and there was the interview with Diana Allers that I forgot about. We need to do both of those. Okay, do those, and then the episode's over. I promise, Anna, I'll end your suffering soon.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this.
I've lived in apartments smaller than that.
An actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. In any event, I thought you might be in the mood to play.
Chess?
I bought a board on the Citadel. GUI interface, not nearly as much fun as real pieces. But I hoped you might give me some pointers.
That's funny. I figured you'd be more interested in a shower.
I didn't realize that was an option.
It's an option.
Well, just give me a moment to grab my things.
If you're detecting a flirty vibe here, that's because it is. Anyway, I guess...
Hot water and room to stretch. I could get lost in here.
I guess we shower in our underwear.
Oh, it's like a week's worth of stress is washing off. And the timing's perfect. I was hoping to look nice for somebody.
Hot date lined up?
Hopefully more than just that. I play for keeps.
Sounds serious.
That depends on whether she's interested.
Yeah, no, I'm a one-Turian kind of gal. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, here's an option to have sex with your subordinate, which...
Well, good luck. Holler if you need anything.
Oh! Will do. Thanks again, Shepard.
No problem. Take as long as you like.
And don't think this saves you from our chess match. Just give me a minute to dry my hair. Ha!
Oh, come on.
My word, Commander. It's almost as though you wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line like the Krogan can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep her in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
Which, again, like, we're not examining, like, the problematic aspects of a superior officer in the military having sex with their, like, having sex with their fucking underlings, which, you know, if, like, we're in a video game, we're having a nice, fun space fantasy, and things are different here, but in real life, maybe don't do that, ever. Don't ever do that. It's
Trainer,
not cool, sexy, or
Diana
fun.
up?
It's a bad idea.
She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for a chat, Commander?
I'm ready.
Commander, it's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
So one little visual detail about the game. You see that texture that's just kind of scrolling across the screen with like those vertical and horizontal lines on it? We live in like the impossible far-flung space future, but still, like, the ways in which we visually represent technology like cameras is informed by the dark, deep past, right? Like, in order for the game to communicate that in this scene, you are seeing through the point of view of a camera, like of a camera that's recording the scene, it intentionally introduces a whole bunch of artifacts that you would think in the far-flung space future when they're recording everything in 486K or whatever, you would think that there wouldn't be like that much fucking artifacting and blurring and like shit like on a recording with a camera. You'd think that maybe it would be a little bit more clear and crisp, but in order to let a contemporary audience that lives here know, oh no, this is being recorded by a camera, they introduce artifacts that, like, even on our cameras, like in when Mass Effect 3 were produced, even our phone cameras would record better than this, right? But we introduced like this fake degradation of quality in order to communicate, this is, you were seeing through the eyes of a screen camera thing, which is just, it's one of those little interesting things that I like to pay attention to, is like when we do these representations of technology, like the little hacks we do, like sort of just relying on what people intuitively understand, rather than doing what would be realistic, which is to have a perfectly clear picture with no artifacts whatsoever.
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you. They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the Prime Minister's dead. The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our enemies won't rest until they've taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thessia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties. Thanks for your time, Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
Speaking of flirting, at least this time it's a civilian who's not like directly under my command. But yeah, no, let's not have sex with Jessica Chobot. That's weird.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth. I'd better get out of here before I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
This fucking game, man. Okay. Oh no, James! There's James too! Okay, let's decline sex with him as well.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe one day. When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander.
Sorry, Lola. I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Shoot.
What did you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why are you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not because I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
Soldiers are expendable. No.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know.
I mean, they'd be alive.
I don't think so.
That's...
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
Yeah. Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yep. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There is not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Only you can make that decision, James. But I think you already know the answer.
I'm glad you think so. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
Are you flirting with me, Lola? I'm going. Thanks again, Shepard.
Anytime.
Fortunately, you can't actually try to romance James, which is, thank God. Right, we got James's power unlocked, which is nice. Okay, are we done now? Can I end the episode now, game? Are we finished with all the things? Technically, I could leave these things for the next episode, but it feels wrong. Like, that would feel disorganized somehow.
Commander, Admiral Anderson is
available. Okay. No, we're not. No, oh my god.
Commander.
And it's part of how this game is organized, right? Like, the game is organized around these breakpoints, like around these big, like, story missions and story moments that sort of essentially advance time. Like, if you don't get things done before those moments, a bunch of stuff gets lost and you can't do it anymore. A bunch of conversations get moved on, like areas get updated, like storylines get moved forward. And one of the results of that is that after every one of those breakpoints, there's this onslaught, this deluge, this torrent, this waterfall of things to do and people to talk to and conversations that you can undertake. And, like, yeah, technically, theoretically, like, you can, if you were, like, a sensible person who's not a crazy lunatic like me, you could just pace that shit out. Like, you don't have to do all of it right away. A lot of it just kind of stays and is available for an extended period of time. You don't have to do all of it all the way. But I can't put it off. I need to finish the
Shepard.
things.
I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here. Faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Leng. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Oh, Kai Leng, he's so cool. He's so dangerous. He's so badass. You fucking love Kai Leng so much. Why don't all y'all just fucking marry him or whatever? Like he's your favorite little OC. I'm sorry. I had actually kind of forgotten how much I hate this character. Oh my god, the game would be better without him. Like, just take him out, just get rid of him, and it would improve the video game. Anyway, time to end the episode. This is enough. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough. Thank you very much for watching this extremely long. I need to pay the editor extra for this one. This extremely long episode of Mass Effect 3. If you want to watch more of it, you can become a member of the channel, and there will be some more episodes available for you right now, probably, unless the whole series is over, in which case, like, maybe being a member won't do anything. But if you become a member, you get early access to episodes of stuff on this channel. You get access to the channel Discord, other things and stuff. If you want it, it's there for you. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I also have a Patreon, merchandise store, tip jar, you know, like monetization, promotion, blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to be kind to one another, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.